All right, guys, I have just received the latest from Velotric. It's called the Thunder one. I was supposed to get it 3 days ago, but I can see why it got held up at FedEx because this whole side is smashed up. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with the bike. We're gonna find out. So let's get into it. Using a trusty, rusty box opener. Still haven't got one of those high-speed YouTuber knives yet. Please be okay. Please be okay. Oh, we're good. Well, I think we're good. Unlike some of the other bikes that I have received, this one should be super light, so getting it out of the box should be relatively easy. Get that out of here. Oh, yeah. Like always, comes with a toolkit and your extra stuff, so let's see what's in here. So you have the manual, tools, kickstand, battery charger, some pedals, phone mount, headlight, bell, and some reflectors. It looks like this bike came mostly assembled, so this is not going to take long at all, but first I got to get all this packing material off of it. First of all, I want to say that the ombre paint job on this bike is amazing. I think this might be the best paint job I've ever seen on a bike. This seat, made by Cell Royale, it has a comfort groove right here through the middle. And we just put it in here, and you're gonna have to use an Allen wrench. It doesn't have a quick release on it. Totally fine, because it saves in weight. We'll flip it upside down so we can get the front tire on it. This bike is incredibly light, and it doesn't even look like an e-bike, and that's one of the things that I really dig about it. We're gonna go ahead and unscrew this. Pull that out. There is a brake blocker. Pull that out. Make sure you take the rim protectors off. Don't touch the rotors. You don't want to do that at all. You don't want to get your skin oils on there. We're going to slide it right into the groove. All right, there we go. Slide that back in. Perfect. While we have the bike upside down, the battery is integrated into the frame, and it's a 36 volt, 10 amp battery. Right here are the connector points to it, and it has a cover right here. So if you ever need to replace the battery or have something fixed, you can take it out. Let's go ahead and install the kickstand. Let's get this headlight installed. You will find the bolt to this headlight in the packet with the reflectors. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like stickers on the bike. I understand why they're there because it's telling you which, right, because you match this up with the pedal, right and right. That's left. This one's right. Take the decals off because this bike is too gorgeous to have any of these decals on it. Now, when I'm putting a pedal on, I like to add a little bit of grease to it, only because I feel that in the future, it can make some squeaky noises, or creaking noises. So to prevent that, I just put some grease around it. Always turn towards the front of the bike. And if you do that, then it doesn't matter which side you're on, you're always screwing it in the right way. These brake pedals are funky. Okay, let's do the other side. Let's plug in this light. It can only go in one way, so you can't mess it up. I love the fact that there are very few wires on this bike. Be aware that this gooseneck is not tightened up completely, so that gives you a chance to adjust it to how you want it. Right now it's going to come to you with the grips facing totally down. As you can see, the little Velotric mark right there. It's probably about where I'm going to like it. Looks good. You always want to cross thread when you do this, or not cross thread, you want to cross tighten. With the bike, there is a phone app, and this is how you're going to pair your bike to it. So it'll come with the Bluetooth pin right here, and there's also one right here. It comes with a battery operated taillight and this little piece of rubber that you can put in between the seat post and the light so that it stays on really nice. We're just going to tighten that down and it's on there. Just push the button at the bottom and it lights up. Final step is to add the bell, and you can put it on the right or the left side. I'm going to put mine on the right over here. We'll get it tightened down. It gives you enough space above the gearing, and with this bell, it shifts so you can put your ringer over here, which makes it super easy to hit. Now let's just tighten it up. Good to go. This sticker shows you the 5 levels of pedal assist. Here is your control panel. Let's take this plastic off. I'm going to go over those 5 levels of pedal assist with you, because this bike has so much technology in it. Let's remove this decal as well. And see this? This is where the magic happens. Look at the amazing paint job on this bike. Seriously. Once you download the Velotric app, then you need to pair your bike with it. Go ahead and do that. It says to start pairing the process, you need to plug in the charger. I got it plugged in right there. So we are good to go. What else does it say? Search for my bike. There it is. Enter that pin number, which is right here. Look at the controller right here. You can see how it's charging the battery. You have that ring that lit up. Okay, and it looks like we need a software update. Oh my gosh, 15 to 30 minutes. All right, let's take this party inside. After you finish with the update, it'll take you right into your settings. And as you can see, it has riding mode. Well, there's 3 different riding modes. There's one for the paved roads in the city, which is the most efficient. Then you have one for adventure mode, if you decide to go off-road. And then you have max mode when you want all the speed as quick as you can, all the power right now. From there, what else do we have? We have a fingerprint, so let's go ahead and set that up. We're gonna add our fingerprint. I figured I would just go ahead and scan my thumb. That way, if I'm sitting on the bike, it would be easier to reach. Sweet. So the fingerprint is set up. We can set it to auto unlock. 3 minutes is good for me. Theft alert, yes. Light sensing headlight, which is already on, and how that works is, as you can see right here, it's off. There, now if I cover it up, there it is. Okay, pop out of there. And look, right there, it tells me what eco mode I'm in. Right here, that's 0, so you have no pedal assist right there. Then you have eco, touring, normal, sport, and turbo. These 4 lights right here tells you what your battery power is, and you can turn your headlight on. It's on, off, on. When you look at the app, it tells you what mode you're in, and it'll also tell you what speed you're going. It's going to track your ride. Oh, see, look at this. As I change the modes, it changes how many miles I have left on the battery. So 68 in eco, tour 56, 46 in normal, 39 in sport, 32 in turbo. All right, let's go through the specs of this beautiful bike. I mean, this thing is super sleek. I love the paint job on this bike. The bike only weighs 36 pounds, so it's super light. Oh yeah. And it can hold up to 330 pounds. It is a class 1 bike, which means it only does 20 miles an hour and there is no throttle. The Thunder 1 can get up to 70 miles on a single charge. And this bike currently retails for $17.99. Now it comes in 2 colors. You get a frozen blue, which is this, and a just as beautiful crystal black. It also comes in 2 sizes, a medium frame for those who are 5'6" to 6 foot, and a large frame, which goes from 5'10" to 6'5". The rear hub motor is branded by Velotric, and it has 350 watts. It has 600 watts of peak power and 45 Newton meters of torque. It has a Shimano 8-speed transmission, an Altus derailleur, and an Altus trigger shifter system. Stopping power is provided by the Tektro 2-piston hydraulic brake system with Tektro 160 millimeter rotors on the front and rear. This is a 36 volt, 10 amp battery. You charge it up by plugging it in over to the side right here, and the charger is a 42 volt, 2 amp charger, which will take your battery from 0 to 80% in 4 hours and 0 to 100% in 6 hours. The rims on this bike are 700 millimeters wide. They're also double walled and they're pinned, so they're super strong. These tires, well, they're 38C, which means the rims are 27 inches wide and the tires are 1.49 inches in width. They have a really cool aggressive tread on them and they're puncture resistant. Velotric added this plastic protection strip right here, just in case the chain came down, it doesn't damage this beautiful paint job. The Thunder 1, it has a torque sensor, but what makes it even more impressive is the fact that it is connected to Velotric's proprietary E35 Plus system. The two main characteristics of the E35 Plus drive system is in the enhanced riding experience and smart capabilities. The riding experience is in the result of the torque sensor and power control algorithm, which can more accurately and quickly respond to the rider's pedaling, as well as the proprietary design of the motor and battery management system, which works together seamlessly to deliver a powerful, long-lasting, and low-noise performance. I'm really interested in these pedals. Now, they are metal and they're super light, but they have two different patterns. They have this more grooved, pinned-up pattern right here, and then this one is more smooth, depending on the type of shoes that you're wearing. I guess I'm gonna have to try both sides and figure out which one I like better. The Thunder 1 comes with a ton of mounting points on this bike. You have one right here, you have connections right here, so you can put two bottle holders right here. You have these three right here for panniers on the front. You have an area right here for a rack on the back. The mounting points on this bike is incredible. The Thunder 1 has its own built-in phone holder, and Velotric provides you with the attachment that goes on the back of your phone. Now, I have the latest iPhone, and because of that, it has wireless charging, and I bought a MagSafe case for it. Now, if I end up putting that attachment on the back of this case, I can no longer use it for MagSafe charging. What I did was I went to Amazon, I purchased another iPhone case, and I attached this on the back of it. So now, whenever I want to go for a ride, all I do is switch out the cases, and I'm out the door. To mount your phone to your bike, all you have to do is match up these two prongs right here. So turn your phone sideways, turn it, and you're good to go. Working together with the Velotric app, Thunder 1 can easily be located. Anti-theft alarm is sent to the owner's smartphone if there's any suspicious activity. The Smart Plus hub supports automatic system upgrades, remote lock and unlock, location tracking, and transmits real-time data to any smartphone via Bluetooth. I am absolutely ready to get this bike out on the road. I want to see how well it brakes. I want to see how well it accelerates. I got a hill climb test for it. So we're going to do all of that. So let's get out of here and let's go ride. Here I am back on my favorite trail, the 606. Look, you guys can see how right now they're getting it all ready for summer. I don't know what happened in Chicago, but it went straight from winter to summer. Didn't really see much of a spring when we have temperatures in 80 degrees. Hey guys. But they are out here beautifying the 606. Here in a month, it's gonna look amazing. This bike just feels fast. This riding position is a more forward riding position. This is probably the most forward I've been, but this is the type of bike that it is. With it being like a road type gravel bike, well, you're leaning all the way forward. Luckily, there's not too many people on the 606 today. I have the bike on tour. I'm effortlessly doing 19 to 20 miles an hour. I added a couple of safety features onto the bike, which is my side mirror and my strobe headlight. I like how these brake levers feel. You know, different bikes have different levers, and the ones from Velotric always feel really good. I feel like I'm sitting really high up, which I am, because that's the most comfortable way to ride this bike. This bike is completely silent, which is not something that happens with basically any of my e-bikes that I have and that I've reviewed, but this one makes no noise at all, and that's impressive. Oh, let's get this thing in 8th gear. Yes, 8 gears, love it. I think all bikes should have 8 gears on them. Even though this bike only does 20 miles an hour, Something about that 8th gear that just feels good. The fun part about doing these e-bike reviews is I get to ride all different types of bikes. Now, this is the first time I've ridden one with these skinny of tires, and I feel just as confident and secure riding one of these as I do my fat tire bikes. Actually, I find this easier to ride in some instances just because of the maneuverability of it. It's easier to make it in and out of crowds. It's lighter, but this is a solid bike. Velotric does a great job, man. They have super solid bikes. These grips are spongy, but they're also very thin. I'm not used to having my hands on such thin grips, which is relying more on my palm. I don't know if I'm going to get hand fatigue during this ride, but we're going to find out. The brakes on this bike is excellent. I bet it does really well during the brake test. We are over here at this parking garage that I now use to figure out how well my bikes can climb uphill. This has a 7-degree slope to it, and it goes a pretty good ways. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bike in no pedal assist. So it's just me and the bike. I'm in gear 5, and let's see how easy I can climb up this hill in gear 5. Well, I'm not standing up. I'm still sitting on the seat. I mean, it's doable. I'm making it happen. It would smoke my legs for sure if I had to go a long distance. So let's try it on the different pedal assist settings. Eco mode. You know, I can feel it kick in a little bit. Actually, it feels pretty good. You could do a long hill like this, especially if you were trying to reserve your battery power and you had a long way to go. We're taking off in tour. Now, I'm used to riding bikes that have a throttle to take off with, but because this bike is so light, well, it's not needed. See, that was pretty easy. We are in normal gear. Let's try that. Just keeps getting easier and easier. All right, let's take off in sport. It's even easier. I am in city mode, which is the one that they recommend for the longest distance. And let's try turbo. All right, turbo's easy. It's like I'm on flat land, which is awesome, especially if you have a long hill to go up. That would be the mode to go into. Let's go ahead and move it into max mode. Confirm. We are changing it. I'm also going to leave it in turbo so we can see how we go up this. I mean, I expect this to fly. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. Right when I first turned the crank, it wanted to go. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm ready to race somebody uphill with this thing. That was fast. That was fast. That was easy. That was pretty fun. Now I'm just riding around in max mode. Let's go ahead and see how these trails feel. Yeah, these tires are gripping pretty good. Figured I'd go ahead and stop real quick so you guys can see, with me being 5'9", 31-inch inseam, this is the height of the seat that is most comfortable for me, but since this is a large frame, let me show you how high up this seat would go. So that is the maximum seat height. Yeah, I can understand why they say this can handle someone who is tall as 6'6". Also, let's take a look at the height of this bike. All right, I'm 5'9". That's just a little bit over my head. You know, that's why I chose the large, because it feels comfortable to me. I figured it would, as opposed to a medium. So if you're trying to figure out what size to choose, sometimes it's better to go larger than it is to go smaller. All right, well, let's get back out on the road. Here we go. This is the road that I do the brake test on. It's a dead end. As you can see, there's a lot of cars, but everybody's at work, so nobody's out in these cars, so let's go. We're gonna get this thing up to 20 miles an hour, and it will go real quick. Oh my gosh, because I left it in max mode, and it's on turbo, and we've already hit 20 miles an hour, so let's see how quick she stops. Ooh, woo! That's like 20 feet. Oh, she stopped at 20 feet. That's awesome. First time stopping a bike like that with these size tires. Not gonna lie, my confidence level was pretty low on that first one. I feel better now though. So let's do it again. Brake test number 2, let's go. Already at 20. 20 feet again. It's pretty consistent. Just don't want to wipe out all the tread on my tires. You know what? I can do this all day. But let's go back and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, we have made it back. I got to tell you, this thing is a hill climbing beast, as you saw. And I love all the various features and different mode settings that you can put on this bike. I understand that not everybody would like the riding position of this bike, but it's actually comfortable. And this bike is just gorgeous. I mean, it's just beautiful, it's nimble, it's fast, it's light. There are so many good things about this bike, I can't even tell you what I would do to improve it. If you are looking to purchase this bike, please go ahead and click on my link below. And what that'll do is that'll take you straight to where you need to be. Now, it doesn't cost you any more money to purchase this bike if you decide to buy one through my link, but what it does is it helps support my channel, and it also lets Velotric know that you value my videos. If you want to see my favorite Velotric bike, well, then just watch this review on the Thunder 1 ST. I thank you for watching, and until I see you again, enjoy the ride.